Today I'm going to talk about the chapter heat of physics, and our focus is on heat and temperature. And before this, we must have a little idea about the molecule. Uh, by different experiment and by different researches, what is declared, every substance, whether it is solid or liquid or gas, they are made up of tiny particles, and these tiny particles are called molecules. Now, if we have a body like this, then it is made up of tiny particles, molecules, and there are millions of billions of tiny particles in each and every substance. And according to the study in the physics, what is found, all these molecules are vibrating in every substance, whether it is very cold, or it is hot or very hot. No matter how hot the object is or how cold the object is, but their molecules are vibrating. Vibrating means moving from their mean position to right, left, up, down, every possible direction, and this is called random vibration. Okay, till now what I told you, every substance is made up of tiny particle molecules, and these molecules are randomly vibrating. Now, another matter I want to introduce, if you remember, the moving bodies have kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, whether it is moving faster or slow, it doesn't make any difference. Every moving bodies have kinetic energy. Since the molecules are vibrating, that's why they have also kinetic energy. Now let's talk about the kinetic energy of each of the molecule. Let's say one of them contains, I have taken just 4 for comfortable. Let's say first one contains a 0.8 joule kinetic energy, and second one contains 1 joule kinetic energy. Third one contains, let's say, 0.9 joule kinetic energy, and fourth one contains, let's say, 1.3 joule kinetic energy. Okay, now if we add them, the total kinetic energy contained in this body becomes how much? 4 joule. 8 plus 9 plus 3 gives 20, and then if we add all this, then what we get? 4 joule. Now, the total kinetic energy, the sum of the kinetic energy of all these molecules is 4 joule. And this is recognized as heat energy present in this body. Heat energy. It means, how can we define heat energy? This is heat energy. How can we define heat energy? Let's talk about this. Look at this. We can define this way. The sum of the total kinetic energy of all the molecules of a body is called heat energy contained in that body. The sum of the kinetic energy of all these 4 molecules of this body is 4 joule. That's why heat energy contained in this body is 4 joule. Okay, this way we can understand it. Now let's go to temperature. Let's talk about temperature. Now, what about temperature? Heat is defined. Temperature. Now let's talk about the temperature. I want to take another example. Let's say we have a body like this. All the molecules of this body is vibrating. A vibration is a little different, not exactly equal like this. If some molecule are vibrating faster, maybe 1.3. Some molecule are, if vibrating slow, then maybe 0.8. But this is not the rule. Around 1 only is not possible. Maybe 2 or 2.1, 3, 2.5 or something like this. All the molecules are vibrating. Let's say the total vibration of the molecule, all the molecule of this body is, let's say, 18 joule. 18 joule. Yes, this is heat energy contained in this body. Sum of the kinetic energy of all the molecules of this body. But how many molecules are there? There are 9 molecules. If we divide this 18 joule by 9, then what comes 2 joule. What it mean? In average, each of the molecule are vibrating in such a way that each of them have 2 joule kinetic energy. This is the mean kinetic energy of the molecule of the body, or this is the average kinetic energy of the molecule of this body. This mean kinetic energy or the average kinetic energy of the molecule of the body represents temperature of that body. That's why we can define temperature this way. Look at this. Mean or average kinetic energy of the molecules of a body is called temperature of that body. It means, let's say in average here the molecule contains 2 joule kinetic energy, but in this case if we take average 4 joule, there are 4 molecules. That's why if we divide it by 4, then what is the result? Result is 1 joule. It means average kinetic energy of this molecule is 1 joule, but average kinetic energy contained in this molecule in this body is 2 joule. It means temperature is more here in comparison with less here, because in average here only 1 joule, in average here it is 2 joule. It means sum of the total kinetic energy heat, but the average or mean kinetic energy is called temperature. Now temperature is understood in this way also. Actually sometimes what we say, temperature of this red sign pane is, let's say, more, and this black sign pane is less. What is the meaning of this saying? What it indicates? It indicates that the molecules of this red sign pane is vibrating faster than the molecules of this black sign pane. And that's why molecules are vibrating faster. That's why mean kinetic energy or the average kinetic energy of the molecules of this red sign pane is greater than this one. In this way, what can we say? The temperature can also be told as the rate of vibration of the molecule of the body. That's why sometimes temperature is defined like this also. Look at this. The rate of vibration of the molecule of the body is called temperature of that body. What is the meaning of this saying? I want to describe a little. Look at this. Let's say these two bodies we are comparing, and they have molecules, millions of molecules. I'm just taking only few molecules. Okay, how fast the molecules of this body is vibrating if it is compared with this, and if it is found that the molecule of this body is vibrating faster than this, then temperature of this body will be more and temperature of this body will be less. What is the meaning? Very simple understanding that rate of vibration of the molecule of the body is the measure of temperature. It means while measuring temperature, we have to be very clear that what we are actually doing while measuring temperature. We are measuring how fast the molecules are vibrating. If molecules are vibrating faster, we have to say that temperature of this body is more, and if it is vibrating slower, we'll say that the temperature of this body is less. Okay, this much for today. Now next class we'll continue with this.